Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. The HTC One X Plus, right here, almost in my hands. I mean, certainly hovering in front of my hands. Now, finally, in my hands. Of course, it has been in my hands for a few weeks now, and I'm very grateful to be unboxing the HTC One X Plus today for you, live on YouTube. Now, if you're not already familiar with how we set up this particular live broadcast, because this is happening live on YouTube, hence the lower quality stream, I asked if you wanted me to unbox this phone or a Windows Phone 8 device, also from HTC. And many of you in that comments thread from the Locker Gnome Daily Report the other day said, unbox this one. The HTC One X Plus. Let's see here. What do we got going on with this thing? Not only is it the only white one available in the United States of America, thanks to HTC for giving me this particular product. So it's kind of unique for those of you in America. It looks like the CPU is a 1.7 gigahertz quad core. I've been happy with other quad core Android experiences that I've had in the past. 64 gigs of storage, a gig of RAM, that's ample. Micro SD support, or I should say micro SIM support, my bad, because there's kind of a difference between the two. What's interesting to note about this is that the audio is Beats. So Beats audio is built right in. So let's go ahead and try to slide this off, because this is an unboxing, right? Make sure your comments are coming in loud and clear. Feel free to leave the comments dynamically, and I will be watching them as well. Check your settings. What? Check my settings. Hopefully you're not talking to me. Let's go ahead and slide that off best we can to try to retain the shape of that casing. I don't want to rip anything. I may have to, though. It's kind of on there tight. Let's try this. What do you guys say? Should I just rip it? Let's try this. Ah, there we go. Okay. That did a little better. There we go. Sliding off. There we go. We've got the HTC logo embossed on the top. On the back, we have a recycled logo embossed. I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to perceive those, given the lighting here in my home office. Let's go ahead and open it for the first time here. There we go. Top is off. Very lightweight piece of what appears to be recyclable material. And the phone itself, we'll get to that in a second. Let's go ahead and pop this off just to get back to its innards. There's the, I guess, what would you call this? Like a cradle in which the phone sat. It looks like we have some labels so that you can adhere the, I guess, what would you call these things? Numbers that are related to the device elsewhere. I'd imagine that's why they threw all those stickers in there. It has the HTC One X Plus SIM ejector card right there, if you did not have an extra paper clip on hand. We also have the safety and regulatory guide, the warranty statement, and the end user license agreement. Fair enough. All right, now in these rather soft-feeling plastic bags, we have what appear to be the earphones, or earbuds, however you want. Hopefully I don't slice across them and ruin them in one fell swoop. There we go. They are black, unlike the phone, which is, again, white. We'll get that in a second. There are the earbuds. Not a fan of things that I stick in ears, though, personally. I mentioned that in yesterday's Locker Gnome Daily Report, too, so that's not new information. Let's see here. Okay, pull harder. I've already pulled it off. Then we have, was this, yep, I think this is the micro USB cable, white cable, to go with the white phone, and I'm guessing this is going to be the white AC adapter. And so then I could plug that cable into an outlet and charge. I don't know if it's a fast charger or a regular charger. Either way, it comes with the AC adapter for your USB cable. Really, should be a USB adapter for any USB cable you have. And then the back of it. It's it. That's it. I think this little piece of cardboard also might pop out from inside. I'm just going to leave it there, but that's it. That's the rest of the box for the HTC One X Plus. Now, we have the actual phone itself, which I know is probably more important for you to see, especially in these unboxings. But, you know, we unboxed, so we had to make sure, you know, hey, we did the boxing thing. That's what this is all about, right? The boxing. 64 gig, Beats audio, 1.7 gigahertz quad-core processor, and HTC image chip. HTC is driving headstrong into the arena of not just good audio quality with Beats, but also camera quality or lens quality with the photos to be taken. So there is the Beats audio right there on the back. And I'm going to go ahead and should I go ahead and move into an initial impressions with this phone? It's up to you. You know, just doing this for you live on YouTube. You guys voted for it, so I'm here for you. By the way, I hope you guys like what I'm doing for you, and if you do, please like this video, and I hope you're already subscribed. Some initial impressions, getting that plastic off. I really like the top of the phone. Very smooth on my finger. I like that a lot. Just glides around, nice. We have a couple of capacitive buttons on the screen there with red icons below. Of course, you've also got the white shell. Relatively easy to hold on to in one hand. Not terribly big. Let me go ahead and just for comparison's sake, hold it up against the Samsung Galaxy S3, and they almost look like distant cousins side by side. I mean, given that the white shell is one of them setting apart, but they're about the same height, about the same width, close, certainly. And in terms of weight, yeah, again, I would say right around the same. So I do not have the SIM card to insert. So let's see here. Let's look for the power. Where would the power be? There's going to be a power button here somewhere. Is at the top? Let's try that. That button looks power E. Power E? Can I say that? There we go. And that was it. We're going to boot it up for the first time. Checking the comments there on YouTube. Thanks again for commenting, for liking, for sharing, for telling me what you like and what you don't like. I mean, I obviously did not create this phone, but I'm booting it up for the first time. This would be the second quad-core experience I've had with this platform. The first one being the Nexus 4, a completely different type of hardware. And wow, colors on that screen as we've booted up here, quite nice. Oh, wow. Really nice colors. I'm going to go ahead and unlock it. Select your language. English. I think I'm going to do that. Insert SIM cards. I'm just going to, or card, I should say. I'm going to skip that. I'm going to go ahead and use Wi-Fi. It's going to ask me for more information. Oh, look, I don't want that access point. I want that access point. I'm not getting, oh yeah, haptic feedback. There we go. Wasn't sure about it before, but it's definitely haptic. Let me give my credentials for logging into the access point so we can get online. So, you know, we can experience this. Ryan Lambert asks, assuming everything is made out of recycled material as far as the bags in the box. It seems that way. It certainly seems to be 100% recyclable material. Seems that we are now connected, so we're going to go ahead and step through the rest of the process. Fast and easy setup. Go to your computer, and I guess you can set it up by way of the web. I'm just going to skip that, I think. Oh, it's asking for an HTC account sign in, which I really don't want to do because I don't think I have. I'm just going to skip it then. Skip. Transfer my stuff. Okay, it's nice seeing you do that. Dropbox. Get 25 gigs of Dropbox storage free for 2 years. Well, that's a bonus. I'm going to go ahead, though, and skip that for now. Asking now if it can set up different accounts, including Twitter and Facebook and Dropbox. And watch as I scroll down, it kind of fans out that way. Never really seen something like that. Ooh, Flickr. Do you guys still use Flickr? I'm still a Flickr fan. Maybe I'm the only one. Tell HTC. Yes, I want HTC to improve its products. Tell Google what's going on. Sure, why not? Location consent. Yeah, why not? Use my location. All right. Automatically sync data or manually sync data. Boy, they give you every option out there. Set date. Select time zone. Can I select date automatically? I'm just going to hit finish. Because I'd rather have that stuff just happen automatically. Nice screen, guys. Very nice screen. Just an initial impression here. Feels very, very comfortable holding in one hand, single-handed operation. That's a big deal for me. And colors look strong. Classic HTC look, giving you directions on what you can do with the widgets on the screen. Drag your favorite apps from the launch bar. Yep. Oh, there's a close logo. Show quick tips. Nah, let's skip that indefinitely. I'm going to go ahead and pop over into settings. I guess that's the last page. Wow. Very fluid, very responsive. I'm going to go about, just going to get an idea of the software that we're looking at. Oh, I guess that won't tell me. Software information. There we go. Android version 4.1.1. HTC Sense version 4 Plus. And those are the two that I was hoping to find. So it's got very smooth frame rates as I'm kind of scrolling around, bouncing around, tapping, clicking, pointing, launching. Smooth enough, certainly. And, wow, Google launched right there. Let's do a search for Pirillo, P-I-R-I-L-L. I love haptic feedback. I love it. It's my favorite part. I know, it sounds crazy. The screen looks very nice, very sharp, and accurate in terms of screen color and clarity. Text, it looks just fine. I'm just jumping back and forth between some links that were on my Google Plus account. It's very fast. It's very snappy. And wow, almost no stutter that I'd seen in other Android devices. There's the Locker Gnome YouTube channel with over 250,000 subscribers right now. Wow, very, very fast. Insanely responsive. This is darn quick, man. Tell you what, just took a picture. Not like I'm going to use that picture again. I'm getting some purple flare coming from the edge. Not a shock. That happens with a lot of digital cameras. Let's go to the Play Store here. Wow, everything loads fast, even if I'm not logged in. What else do we have on the device itself? Voice search. Who is Chris Pirillo? And it tells us who Chris Pirillo is. That is, it's impressive. I love that service from Google. You can ask it a million different things. Wow. Okay, I'm going to be very interested in running benchmarks between this HTC device and the LG, or I should say the Nexus 4 from LG. But just my initial reactions, just by swiping around, bouncing around, just playing with normal things that I would normally play with on an initial Android launch. It's very, very smooth, very, very fluid, more than I have come to expect on other Android devices. And like I said, I definitely want to take a deeper look, but this is really close to Nexus 4 performance if it doesn't beat Nexus 4 performance from HTC. Plus, if nothing else, HTC's built-in Beats audio. So if you're an audiophile, that would certainly come in handy because your audio would sound better with Beats compared to having a system. Well, the Nexus 4 speaker is not that amazing, really, at all. Nothing to write home about. Any other questions here as we kind of roll down? Someone's asking to compare it to the Nexus 4. I don't know if I want to do that outright with this particular unboxing and initial impressions, just that I'm inclined to compare this performance to a Nexus 4 and likely will do that if enough of you ask for it. Someone asked if I would keep this as my main phone. You know, it's difficult to say within the first few minutes of trying it, other than to say that a lot of the performance lag that I've experienced in Android has not shown itself here yet. And that is something that I notice usually right away. Let's see here. If I can get to... I want to see if I can find Google Earth, but I don't think they've got it pre-installed on here. Just to get an idea of 3D performance, I guess we can go to Maps. Even if they do have Google Earth installed on here, I could not find it. Let me go ahead and... All right. Navigating me around the U.S. There we go. Just kind of get an idea. Smooth, buttery. Some frame droppage as things are loading, but not horrendous. Yeah, there's some drops, but, you know, once everything gets cached, seems to be smooth enough. I'm just, you know, kind of scrolling around Maps here. I know you guys aren't able to see it as easily as I can, but I would certainly say this is not out of the ordinary. Certainly in terms of performance, it's right up there. So HTC may have a very powerful contender against the Nexus 4, and then some. I'd be interested in comparing not just weight in raw specs, but specifically performance around camera quality, and then certainly in day-to-day performance. To get an idea of which one was smoother. Well, what's the most smooth Android device that you've experienced to date? Those are the types of things that I look for on a regular basis. So there's an unboxing and initial impressions. I'd say that by and large, this is very positive for an HTC device. I have not touched one in years, and this is certainly far better than my last HTC Android phone experience, and it's smooth. So stay tuned for this versus the Nexus 4. I think that will be fair to make that comparison between the two devices, and I will do my best for you if that's what you guys want. Let me know if you have any other questions about this particular product that I might be able to answer in a review or a full-on, I don't know. This was kind of a hands-on. It was a brief demo. It was an unboxing. I don't know what you would call this, but either way, I'm certainly grateful that HTC passed this along for me to play with and to experiment with and certainly share more about with you in the near future. So thank you. Thank you. Did you guys see everything that you wanted to on this phone? Not sure. Okay, just for clarity's sake, there's the wonderful screen. There's the side profile, well, at least on the bottom, not really much there. And then other than a microphone. On the side, we have a volume rocker switch. On the top, we have power and what appears to be your audio jack for your headphones. Also likely another microphone. On the side, that's where the micro USB card goes. And then up here, kind of by the camera, or at least this camera, not to be confused with that camera, because I believe there are two cameras. If I can find the other one. There's the SIM card tray. There's an LED flash. In fact, pretty confident there are two cameras on here. As I try to get around the Sense UI. Are there? There we go. Yep, there are two cameras, because there's one camera. There's the camera that's facing out. Hey, that's a really nice camera. Better than average, and I think that's what people would be going for. So this is potentially a good Nexus 4 contender, and I like how it feels. Nice and curved, very balanced, very lightweight. Easy to hold with one hand. I don't know how single-handed operation would work. That would have to be tested, of course. But for the most part, I'd say my initial impressions are positive. I was able to get it up and going. That's a good sign, is it not? Well, thanks again for tuning in. Thank you for leaving comments. Thank you for rating. Thank you for subscribing. We'll be doing more first looks with other devices as time rolls on. Certainly, we can hope you would join us if you have feedback to provide during these live broadcasts. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and close her out because not a lot of people like watching live unboxings after they're live. So thanks again to HTC, and thanks again to you to being an awesome person in our community. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? We'll see you later.